Aloha Honolulu! Data here with episode 34 of the Honolulu Huskies Custom Fantasy Draft Franchise Mode, coming into the year number 12 playoffs. We did not have our best franchise year ever, but we were just good enough to capture our 6th consecutive President's Trophy in the 2030-31 season with a record of 53, 24, and 5. However, it was a very good NHL. As you can see, winning the President's Trophy, winning the Western Conference didn't get us much. We're playing against a strong Edmonton Oilers team in round number 1, going 44, 34, and 4. Quickly recapping the rest of last season, as I'm sure you're all aware of, Duke Silver won the Art Ross Trophy. Ellis Anderson hit 100 points. Pelech scored 41 goals. Silver 62. We picked up some big players along the way. Jason Robertson joined our team around the deadline. He scored 13 points in 23 games for us as a sniper. We picked up Reed Pitton as well. He scored 30 points in 40 games. Very impressive from him. Damian Anthony struggled a little bit. Wasn't very impressive. We also got a defenseman here, Will O'Reilly. He was very disappointing, to be honest. 3 points, -6 in 23 games. But the playoffs always turn things around. People wake up in the playoffs. So that's why I'm hoping to put Damian Anthony back on that second line, as we'll see in a moment when we get to the comments. Goalie situation, we decided to roll with Saul Bentley as our starting goalie and Steven Beck as his backup, even though he's only 78 overall. We started the season with 3 84 overall goalies, and now we ended the season with one of those who went up to an 85, and our 78 overall San Diego backup, who became our, San Diego starter, who became our NHL backup because he posted such good numbers. Playoffs can sometimes be about an hour long, but to be honest, whether we lose in the next 15 minutes or go to the Stanley Cup Finals, which would be about an hour plus video, the video is still that long so that I don't provide any spoilers for you. So whether we lose in the first round in 4 games or go to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals, the video will be over an hour long so that it is not spoiled and you are kept in excitement and you don't know what's going to happen, just like me. So the Edmonton Oilers, they have a very strong first line with Eichel, Mongo, and this guy Chase Stillman, a sniper, very big firepower. Their second line is very good as well. Sharp, Tuola, and Jerry McLeod. Great shooting category for him. Third line's pretty solid. Fourth is nothing to really write home about. Defense, Zach Duda's a monster. The rest of the people, nothing really impressive. Zaboral's 34, Dunn's 34. Nothing really impressive. They do have a very good rookie goaltender, Pasi Piorala, 23 years old, 85 overall, high starter. So he will be something to look out for. But without further ado, we are ready to hop into the playoffs. Year number 12. We are 2-time reigning Stanley Cup champions looking to defend our title. Damian Anthony on the second line, is what was suggested. So hopping into the comments, not a lot of comments. There isn't usually a lot of comments going into the playoffs. But coming from ZZ Holman, he says, I just found your channel a day ago and instantly subbed. Really great content. Thank you so much. In regards to the team, I would switch Anthony for Robertson on the second line. During all my long-term franchise runs, playing the better player in the higher line, even if it's just a +1, results in the player growing like crazy and producing big time. So the question is Anthony at +3 on the third line better than Anthony on the second line with a +1? We're going to try it out. Like I said, the playoffs always get people to wake up a little bit. He has 84 poise. On our last 2 cup runs, he scored 16 points in our first cup and 12 points on our run to our second cup. So that was as a third liner. So hopefully now as a second liner, he can really turn on the Jets. Same with Duke Silver. He's always a huge playoff performer. He has never won a Conn Smythe, even though he scored 64 points in the last 46 games. He was not good enough to beat the likes of Ellis Anderson, and who won our first Conn Smythe? Was it Mikko Rantanen? I think it was. It won't let me look at the awards, but I think it was Mikko Rantanen. Yeah, I just checked. He was the Conn Smythe. So it was Rantanen in the first year, Ellis Anderson in the second year. So now in the third year, maybe it's Duke Silver's time to shine. But we won't know that until we kick off the 2031 postseason here at home up against the Edmonton Oilers. Thank you as well to all the other comments on the video. Most of them were pertaining to next season and stuff down the road, or just about the content itself. That was the only comment that was pertinent to any line changes. So thank you for all those comments. I really do appreciate each one. And now, oh my goodness, Sir Deef. So we start off the playoffs, 1 shot, 1 goal against. Ellis Anderson comes right back though. But oh my goodness, can I speak please? 2 goals on 2 shots past Saul Bentley. Can I please speak now? Okay, sorry Ezra. Are you okay now? Can I speak? So let's kick off the year number 12 playoffs with a bang, and in the first period already has been 3-2 Oilers. Second period 5-3 Oilers. Eichel and Dunn. Pitten scores for us his first playoff goal as a Husky. We're outshooting them 33-14. We're more than doubling their shots, and we're being outscored 5-3. 5 goals on 14 shots past Saul Bentley. That is pretty disappointing. Was he, did he play at all last year? I don't think so. Unless he played, maybe came in relief once, but I'm pretty sure Sweeney went all the way. So let's just call that one a day. Sheesh. Man, the low poise gets you, but I don't know. Lee Sweeney did well with low poise. He did well enough. But this can't be our downfall. We have such high scoring power, this cannot be our downfall. If we go down, it has to be because another team is better, not because of any other garbage. So it is Saul Bentley's playoff debut. He doesn't have good stats in San Diego either. 750 save percentage, yikes. So I won't be afraid to go to Steven Beck if it is necessary to do so. But let's not go crazy yet. It's game 2 at home. We're down 1-0 in the series. We've been here before. No worries. We've been here before in Honolulu. We've had a lot of roller coasters over the years, and we have made it through. So first period, 1-1. Pelech and Mason. Second period, 3-2 Huskies. Duke Silver scores twice. Thank you very much. Jerry McLeod gets one for the Oilers, but we're up 3-2. Okay, we have the 1-goal lead here in the third period, here in game 2 of round 1. Power play gets killed off by the Oilers. Shots are pretty even at 26. We have to just hold on to this 1-goal lead, but we'd like to extend it. Power play is the exact time to do so, but we cannot, as the Oilers kill that penalty off. We need to stay strong in the final minutes. Who took a penalty? And we win 3-2. Who took a penalty in the last 2 minutes? Skylar Pelech hooking? Man, nah, Jimmy's idiot. That was a close one. So Duke Silver gets 2 goals. Bentley bounces back and wakes up with a 32 save performance. Skylar Pelech a goal and an assist. And okay, this series is now a best of 5 as we tie the series at 1. Game 3 now at Rogers Place. We beat the Oilers last year on our way to the Stanley Cup in the first round. Let's keep that trend up. I just want to fly through this series and try to get it done as soon as possible. 2-0 Huskies early in the first there, Pelech and Pitten. Second period, 3-0 Bennington, his first playoff goal of his career. Perfect. 3-0 lead here in the third period. So a little bit of an issue there, but Vilardi and Tuola score twice. We're now up 4-2 halfway through this period. Well, more than halfway through the period. Oh my goodness. Eichel with a minute 56 left. Okay, we just hang on. That was a roller coaster. Recording cut out for a second. Then I came back. It was 4-2, 4-3. So we pull it out. 3 goals on 34 shots. Bentley had a solid performance. 1 goal and 1 assist for Eichel, but we just pulled it out 4-3. We let in 3 third period goals, but we had enough firepower to get it done. That's the thing. We never are super strong in nets, despite the overall and the performance in regular season. In the playoffs, it comes down to our firepower. That's why we have guys like Ellis Anderson and Duke Silver scoring 30-plus points. Down here in San Diego, they're in the playoffs as well. They had a good season. But yeah, as I was saying before, just want to fly through the playoffs as quickly as possible because we want to get to the Cup Finals before the video is an hour and 35 minutes long or something. So game 4, first period, let's do it. Edmonton 2-0, shorthanded, come on. Second period, 4-1. Bentley getting shellacked. Duke Silver scored 1 for us. We're down by 3 here in the third. We're going to need some firepower waking up here. Let's go. Light the cannons. Get the artillery out of the lockers. Everybody scramble out of your bunk beds. Scramble the jets. Let's go. There we go. Ellis Anderson. 7 minutes left. We're down by 2. It's not too late. Power play again for Edmonton. How many power plays are we going to give them? Oh my goodness. This game's done. How many power plays are we going to take here? I mean, how many penalties are we going to take? 2 in the third period. None in the second, and 2 in the first. I guess that's not a lot for penalties, but still, in a game like this, we can't be taking them. We had 2 goals on 36 shots. Meanwhile, they had 5 on, 34 shots or something? So the series is now tied at 2. We're going back home. It is a best of 3 series. And the only one that's over yet is the Leafs. The Leafs swept the Bruins. Sheesh, only took until 2031 for them to do it, so good for them. Serenity now. We want to melt that EA voodoo away. Let's do it. First period. 3 goals on 12 shots. Tolvanen scores once for us. Second period, 4-2, Heatley and Silver. We're down by 2 here in the third period. We've allowed 4 goals on 23 shots. What the heck? Are we going to go down in this series? Mats Lindback brings us back within 1. Okay, this is a very doable thing. 1 goal in the next 14 minutes. Cole Perfetti. Thank you very much. This game is tied at 4. Knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on his sweater already. Cole Perfetti. Let's go. 5 minutes left. Power play Edmonton. We kill it off. Oh, what? Jerry McLeod with 2:08 left? And we lose 5-4? Come on. Mats Lindback had a goal and 2 assists. What? EA voodoo, man. And we're down 3-2 in this series. Oh, boy. I really don't want to end it here. This can't be it. It can't be that either we go to the Stanley Cup Finals or we lose right away in the first round. It can't be. This has gone so quickly, so downhill, so fast. Pitton's a monster. Pittis, 1 goal in 5 games, -3. Come on. Trevor Wong, only 2 assists, -3, -3. Who's at the bottom down here? Will O'Reilly's a piece of junk. What about goalies here? What are these numbers telling me? I think Steven Beck might get the call, boys. This might be crazy, but I think it might have to be him here in this elimination game. Also some line changes to make. Let's figure this out. So Damian Anthony, 1 goal, 1 assist. Wong, 2 assists. Pittis, goal and 2 assists. Let's try putting... Pitton's a monster, 2 and 4. Perfetti 1 and 1. Robertson only 1 assist. Okay, let's put Robertson on the wing here, and let's put Pitton up to the second line. Doesn't change much in terms of the pluses. Doesn't change anything, but hopefully Pitton on the second line will get it a little bit of a jump start. Lindback's playing well. Plus minus isn't great. +2, +1. Will O'Reilly -1. Landon Albert's -1. It's time to bring in the X Factor, boys. Kyle Wood has to come into this lineup. What did he do last year in the playoffs when he won the Stanley Cup with us? He was the super sub. He played 13 games. He scored 6 points. It was a +12. The good old days in 2029-30. He will get the third pair, D, and Steven Beck will be called upon in this elimination game. I'm willing to risk my career on this, perhaps, putting a backup goalie, the rookie, in at Rogers Place in Edmonton. It is a must-win. There's nothing else to say. It's just like that. Must-win. Game 6, Round 1. 6-time President's Trophy winner. 2-time Stanley Cup champion. Second time we defend the Stanley Cup. Let's go. First shot of the game. Okay, we scored our first shot as well. First period. Okay, 3-1. Ellis Anderson, Damian Anthony, and Dmitry Kozevnikov. Second period, 4-3. Jerry McLeod scores twice on the power play. Penalty killers are junk. That's just 2. Then Skylar Pellick scores on Piorala. We are down. We're up 4-3, but we are outshooting them 27-18. So we should not be in this position. Let's go, boys. 4-3. Come on, Ezra Pittis, wake up. Trevor Wong, even. You're the dish man, but put it in the back of the net if you have to. Eli Tolvanen. You can always count on Eli. Power play goal. We're up by 2. That's the worst lead in hockey, though. Let's make it 3. Or we could just keep it at 2. Do you guys. Duke Silver adds the empty netter right in the net. He put it in. And we take game 6. We didn't get the first couple stars. Eli Tolvanen had an influential performance, that's for sure, but... Dylan Gambrell next strain. Okay, so with Dylan Gambrell out, that means Andrew Kopp will come into the lineup. He's been ready to go for most of this season. He played in 10 games, I think. 1 goal he had. Yeah, exactly. 1 goal, 2 assists. He's a -3, but he's a good two-way forward. He's good on face-offs. I think that he'll be okay. He has 86 poise, so he will fill in on the 4th line while Gambrell is out. And we are headed to Game 7 in Round 1. This is not where you want to be when you are 2-time defending Stanley Cup champion, 6-time blah, 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 blah. You know all the stats. I don't need to say it again. Actually, Steven Beck is going to be in nets as well. He let in 3 goals, but I will take that. He has a .900 save percentage, 2.73 goals against. Steven Beck, I am calling on you to get us to the second round. Let's do it in Honolulu. on Diamond Head Volcano at Diamond Head Arena. First period, okay, boys. Ellis Anderson and Damian Anthony. Second period, yes, Duke Silver. 3-0, okay. 3-0 in the third period. Stand strong, boys. Stand strong. 3-0. Make it 4. Make it 4 just so I can smile a little bit bigger. Power play. Killed off by Edmonton. Make those grins. I hope everyone's grinning at their computer screens or looking at their phone. I want a big grin on your face right now. Send the voodoo energy away. Smile. Keep smiling. Keep smiling. Shutout. Yes. Game 7 shutout for the rookie Steven Beck. He is the starter. 28th save performance. 1 goal from Anderson, 1 goal from Silver. And we squeak our way into the second round. Thank goodness. We make it past the Oilers in 7. In round number 2, we will be taking on Gregoire, whatever. We'll be taking on the Calgary Flames. So give me a second to fix the AHL lines, even Dylan Gambrell, and then we'll head into the Calgary Flames lineup. So looking at the Calgary Flames, we know the Calgary Flames. We know this first line very well. Jack Hughes, Leon Draisaitl, and Jesper Bratt. It used to be Draisaitl, Bratt, and Tarasenko, but now Jack Hughes is here. So that is a very good line. Draisaitl at the age of 35. He's 95 overall. He just had another 90-plus point season. He has about 1,400 points in his career. Leon Draisaitl is a monster, and so is Jesper Bratt at 89 overall. I don't see him growing like that in real life. He's put up 198 points in the last 2 seasons. He has gone more than a point per game in 3 straight seasons. So he's going to be, this is another first line sitch here where we're taking on not really taking on a team, we're taking on a first line. And to be honest, the top 6 is better than I've seen it in a long time. Gustavo Puchor, he was the first overall pick, a sniper by the Flames in 2029, 2 years ago draft. Put up 62 points, 45 goals this year. He has Andre Kesa, Alex Tuck on his wings. So they're a bit of an old team in Calgary. 32, 35, 29, and then 35. 20 is good, 34. The bottom 6 is a bit old as well. Donato, Borgstrom 33, 35, 34. Then our old friend Serge Vieux is here. He was a first-round pick from Minnesota in 2023. We got him on our team soon after that. He played 4 seasons in San Diego, 1 year in Honolulu, 60 games, didn't really pan out, went to Calgary, 26 points in 82 games for him, so good for him there in Calgary. On defense, Lucas Johansson, Travis Sanheim. I was almost traded for Travis Sanheim at the deadline, but I thought it wouldn't make sense to take like the best defenseman from a team going for a playoff run. Hayek, Lindgren, Lambos, and Sinitsyn. So again, 35, 33, 33, 33, old defensive core in Calgary. Of course, Ricardo Mcdonough, 87 overall, is their starting goalie, 3rd round pick from the Kings in 2020. He is a very good goaltender, one of the best in the NHL, I would say, according to his stats. 3 straight seasons of 40 wins or more. So Ricardo Mcdonough is going to be a tough one to beat, and we're going to have to be strong offensively because it's going to have to make up for the lack of defensive capabilities that may come into play because we're facing a very, very strong first line and top 6 overall in Calgary. So Steven Beck is going to get the start. He has 3 games, 2 wins, 941 save percentage. I think he has carved out the starting role for himself. Bentley will have to sit on the bench. And without further ado, we have seen Calgary, I think on every playoff run, I think we've ever been in the playoffs, it's always included Calgary, and I think we have a winning record against them, but that doesn't mean anything because every year brings new challenges. So game 1 of round 2 against one of our rivals, probably our second biggest rival after the Sharks, our first biggest after the Sharks, so second biggest overall. Let's do it. First period, 1-1 game, Pelech and Jack Hughes. Second period, 2-1 as Puchor makes it 2-1 Flames, 2 goals on 21 shots against Steven Beck. Pretty solid, still above 900 save percentage. Mats Lindback ties this game up at 2, the defensive defenseman. He always shows up in the playoffs. He's a big boy. Been here a long time, 88 overall with the +5 on that first pair with Ellis Anderson. They are a great couple. 2-2 with 5 minutes to go. Shots are definitely in Calgary's favor, and we are headed to overtime. Shots 35-26 for Calgary. Game 1 overtime here in Honolulu. Next goal puts their team up 1-0 in this series. Travis Sanheim, nice glove save from Beck. Sanheim, very good offensive season from him as a 2-way D, playing on top pair there. Roderick Cornell has 7 goals as a defensive defenseman. Okay, over on the Maple Leafs. 2-on-2 rush the other way. Here's Eli Tolvanen, brings it into the zone. In front, big save from McDonough as Ellis Anderson was pinching deep. He has a Alex Tuck with him. He gets... What is happening? Is that what you do when you're defending a guy coming in on the wing? You just, boop, poke your stick out for 0.2 seconds. Boop, just like that. Into his skate. That's the thing that makes no sense in NHL. The poke checking. You should, when you're poke checking, when I go for a hit or when I go for a pass and the pass goes like it goes in the general direction of someone else's stick, it's kind of like magnetized to like a Calgary's 1-for-1 on the power play with one shot. It's kind of, it goes to like a target, right? If I pass in the direction of a player, it's going to go to that player. I don't need to get a protractor and put the exact degrees. Okay, pass it at a 72.3 degree angle to get it to that player. Same should go with poke checking. If I press poke check in the area of the puck, it should go for the puck. Do you think I want to shoot, big save there from Beck. Do you think I wanted to trip that person and poke check their skates? Obviously not. Jack Hughes, no one wants to touch him, leaving him all alone. He gets buried 6 feet under, and Kyle Wood clears out the puck. That is what we love to see. Draisaitl, oh my goodness, just walks in and rips it 2 seconds later. So, you know, I got to give it to Calgary. They definitely had the shots over us. The shots were 42-28 as we dropped that one 3-2. Steven Beck did his best, letting in, making 39 saves on 42 shots, or 38, is it 38? No, yeah, 39. So that's the way the news goes, as we'll drop Game 1 at home, just like in the series against Edmonton. We drop Game 1 in Round 2 here. So heading into Game 2, I'm leaving a Cop in the lineup. Gambrel is a -3 in 6 games, or 5 games, so I'm going to keep him on the bench for now, or sorry, in the press box for now. Kyle Wood is staying in, and Andrew Copper both staying in, so my goodness, I think Beck is getting... Oh my goodness, Bentley! Bentley, you're so lucky that I forgot to change the goalies back, and you repay me by letting in a goal on the first shot of the game. Oh my goodness, second period, 3-2. Pitton and Binnington score for us. Harold and Borgstrom were down 3-2, being outshot 19-18. I keep forgetting that I can't just jump into games. I need to constantly be changing the goalie back. I need to turn auto-rotate goalies off because it's not the regular season anymore. I need to control it every single game. Speed up here. Let's go. ×8. Power play Huskies. Let's 5-on-3, please. Thank you. Ellis Anderson ties it up on the power play. 3-3 game. Power play Flames. We kill it off. Shots are tied in the early 20s here. 23-22 around that area. Oh my goodness. 4-3 Flames from Pushore, however you want to say it. Oh, Bentley, you're a piece of junk. Auto-rotate goalies, off. And now we're down 2-0 in this series, thanks to Saul Bentley being a little piggy. And man, I don't know what's going to happen next season. Is Bentley just going to be gone? Do I just roll with Beck just like that? I don't know, but that's for another day. We need to get back in this series right here, right now. The bottom 6 has been terrible. The third line has been abysmal. Jordan Robertson has 1 assist through 9 games. Let's go, boys. Let's pick it up in Calgary. Let's see who actually wants it tonight. If we go down 3-0, it's basically over. First period, 1-1, Draisaitl and Kopp. Thank you, the fourth line center. Second period, 3-2 Calgary, Tuck and Johansson, Ezra Pittis for us. 3 goals on 14 shots? Let me guess. The algorithm's changed now. Since I put Beck on backup for 1 game, his invisible stats of morale, even though morale is off, has gone down, and his glove high went from 90 to 72. Kyle Wood! Kyle Wood! I look away from the screen. Oh, come on! Ryan Donato. Kyle Wood brought us back into it. Power play, please. 4 goals on 18 shots they have. Please. Why do you do this to me? 5-3 Calgary. Come on. We're about to be swept by Calgary. Come on. How is this happening? 3-0 Flames. 3-0 Nothing Flames. Look at these guys. Robertson, 2 assists in 10 games, -2. Perfetti, goal and 3 assists. Damian Anthony. How do you have 3 goals and 3 assists, but a -4? Kazevnikov, 3 points. Kopp, goal and assist in 4 games. Bennington, whatever. Ezra Pittis, 2 goals in 10 games. Tolvanen, 2 goals in 10 games. Pelech, 4. Where are the goals? Come on. Lindback, 2 and 2 is a 0. 5 and 6, -1. He plays 28 minutes a night. Menino, plus-minus of 0. Quinn Hughes. Okay, Kyle Wood, you're going up here to play with Hughes. Menino, you're a shame. Will O'Reilly, you're terrible. I don't know why I traded for you thinking you'd be good, but you just totally let me down. I'm going to trade you this offseason. Thanks for nothing. And Steven Beck, I'm rolling with him again. I don't care. Gambrel, I'm not going to put him back in. 6 games, he was a -3. Alberts in 5 games was a -1. I think I'm happy with my guys. What am I supposed to change over here? Pelech and Pittis? I don't know. Like, where do you have to go to get people to be in their right position, to get people to score goals? Let's try Pittis on the top line, Pelech on the second line. It doesn't get more serious than this. Game 4 in Calgary. We need to win 4 straight games, and it starts right here. First period, 1-1. Pittis and Borgstrom, who's somehow a monster. Ezra Pittis, got to give it to him. He scored. Second period, 3-2. Okay, Pitton on the left wing of the second line, and Eli Tolvanen up there. Okay, Beck, Bratt scores on Beck. We're up 3-2. We're doubling their shots, and we are up by 1. Power play Calgary. We kill it off. The penalty kill has been so fickle, up and down. Penalty kill, we are successful. Other times we're abysmal. Holding on to that 1-goal lead. Someone please get another one for me from Honolulu. Someone from the Huskies, please put it away. Okay, Alice Anderson. That was the... Okay, and then Duke Silver at 3 seconds left. That was the first step we needed. That was the first step. Silver, Tolvanen, and Pittis getting the stars. The first line came through. That's what we needed. Ay, bruised hip from Steven Beck. You absolutely love to see that. Steven Beck, bruised hip. He had, what was his, he was at a 916 save percentage. Bentley, with his 871, is going to go back to being our starter, and I'm going to call up Almqvist. I have no goalies left in the system here. I started off the season with 3 in the NHL, 2 in the AHL. Now I just have 2 in the NHL, 1 in the AHL. So Bentley gets the start. Almqvist will back him up. I'd almost play Almqvist over Bentley with the way that he's been performing. Bentley, that is. But, okay, Beck is injured. He's out until May 17th. San Diego's without a goalie now. Mchesney, some random guy, and Medvinov will be the goalies in San Diego. That's cool. Never heard of these guys. Okay, he's out till May 17th. That's quite a long time. That is quite a long time. That's out until next round at the very, like, halfway through. No, that's close to the Cup Final it would be. Halfway through the 3rd round or so. Anyways, it won't mean much if we don't get there. We have to win this game and the next 3, including this one. We have to win 3 more games to make it through. Let's take the second step right now. First period. Bentley. I hate you, Bentley. I hate you. Of the 3 goalies, I chose you, and I hate you. Second period. I hate you. I hate you. 26 shots, nothing for against Ricardo Mcdonough. Meanwhile, 3 goals on 20 shots against my 85 overall elite goalie. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, Skylar Pelech, we're going in. We're going in. That's all I was waiting for. Skylar Pelech brings us... We only need 2 more goals. There's like 8 minutes left in this game. It is possible. Let's go. We don't want to go out like this. 8:19 left in this game. We're at home. We need 2 goals to tie this game up. Reed Pitton, just rip that bellow. Oh, what? With your 4.5-star, 5-star shooting, 98 accuracy, 98 wrist shot accuracy, all alone, you're going to go to the backhand and miss the net. I hate you, EA. One-timer, huge save. It's their backup in nets as well. Ustimenko, whatever that guy's name is. Oh, we have to take advantage of this, boys. Come on. And now they change goalies. It's such a glitch, man. If they change, like, let's say McDonough got injured and that guy was in, just because I come in to watch the game, now they change goalies back. So I guess in this alternate universe storyline we can say he had to go to the bathroom 2 seconds, but in reality we know it's another garbage glitch from whenever you go in to watch a game on NHL 20. Lindback, that is stopped and into the crowd. Lindback, Tolvanen, Anderson, Tolvanen, Lindback on net, boys. Let's go. Put it on net. A lot of passes are good, but let's get it on net in the end. Silver, Lindback, rip that. Somebody put it on the net. Silver, oh, there we go. Finally, how many passes did that take? There's the C on his jersey with that beautiful mustache. Luau, the bison, is eating it up, our mascot. Oh, wow, what a weak goal that is, too. But, okay, Duke Silver brings us within 1. 6 minutes to go. We are in this, boys. We are in this. Ezra Pittis over the blue line. Come on, Ezra. To Lindback. In front, Pittis! Big pad save from Mcdonough. Jason Robertson still yet to score in this playoff. Perfetti. Here's Quinn Hughes. To the point! Oh, wow, through traffic. Glove save Mcdonough. Face-off win, Kyle Wood, the big boy. Oh, huge save, Mcdonough. We were ready to build a statue right in the middle of center ice. One-timer stopped again by Mcdonough. How many saves does this guy have? He's let in 2 goals. He has 41 saves on 23 shots. Silver, over to Tolvanen, Duke Silver, Eli Tolvanen, come on, boys. It's the first line that has to get it done. Will O'Reilly had an open lane. Oh, my goodness, a great pass. Ezra Pittis again, big save. O'Reilly into the zone. Come on. Here's giveaway. Oh my goodness. Hughes, at least we didn't pull the goalie. Hughes does a windmill around him. Shameful. Then a big pad save. And then Vieux is stopped. Menino, O'Reilly. Let's go, boys. Damian Anthony. 38 seconds to go. Silver. Anthony. Get it on net. Duke Damian Anthony Robertson. His first playoff goal as a Husky. It could not come at a better time. Jason Robertson, the sniper, with a 70-plus point season, 11 games in, scores like his second point. Is it even 11 games in? More than 11 games in. Either way, it's his first playoff goal with the Huskies. All these games on the second and third line. I think all on the third line, but still. All these games later, his first one is the one that ties it up at 3, and we have hope yet in this series. Assisted by the captain, Duke Silver. Let's go, boys. Let's make it 4. Poked away, okay. 8 seconds left. Here's a rush for the Huskies. Damian Anthony. On net, Damian. Oh my goodness, that was a great chance. 3 seconds left. On net. Of course, cycle it back to the top. Big saves, big saves. Great. All right, boys. From down 3-1 to headed to overtime 3-3. A goal for Calgary puts them through the next round. A goal for us will keep us alive in this series. We're outshooting them 50-31. 50 shots we have. Like I said, a goal for us will keep us in the series, and we'll make it 3-2 Calgary, and we will head to a game 6. Oh my goodness, how's that for a glove save? Then he crashes the net right into his head. But there's some reflexes. Does he have like a gray mustache? Okay, but great glove save from Father Time there. Jesper Bratt windmills over nobody, gives it to Draisaitl. Big save from Bentley. Off the face-off. Alex Tuck one-timer and big save once again from Bentley. Let's go, boys. Wake up. It's a 3-on-2 now. 4-on-2 actually. Trevor Wong. Okay, we'll set it up. In front. Oh my goodness. We are still alive as the Honolulu Huskies take it 4-3 in overtime. From down 3-1 late in the third period, we come back to win it 4-3 in overtime. I don't even know who that was. That might have been Reed Pitton. I think left wing second line. I think that might have been him. It was... Yeah, it was Reed Pitton. No, wait, no, it was not. Wait, oh my... No. No. Kyle Wood? What? Kyle Wood! The defensive defenseman! He was pinching deep. The big boy, 6'7", 34 years old, pinches deep, and Kyle Wood has put us through to Game 6. What in the world? Do you believe in miracles? Kyle Wood, we have single-handedly rejuvenated his career and given him a place to live. This guy would be a free agent and retire and not have any team for the last 5 years. Kyle Wood just got an overtime winner on a one-timer in front of the net. What universe do we live in? Kyle Wood, 6'7", 34 years old, 77 overall. He has been with us for 4 seasons, scoring 3 goals, 1 point, no points, 1 point. But in the playoffs, he has played all his games with us, right? He has played 35 playoff games with the Huskies in the last 3 years, scoring 14 points in 35 games and a plus 18. In his career, he has 5 points in 59 games. In the playoffs, 14 and 35. Kyle Wood, even if we don't win this year, I'm glad you have your Stanley Cup ring from last year. You are an absolute 100% certified beautician all the way through. We are headed into Game 6 against the Calgary in Calgary. We're down 3-2 in this series, and we're just gonna hop straight into it. What a roller coaster of a game that was. This is gonna be a long episode for sure if we keep going. But let's not stop here. First period, 2-0 Huskies, Silver and Anthony. Second period, 3-0 Duke Silver on the power play. We're up 3-0. Power play Flames early, we kill it off. Can we push Game 7 and pull off the reverse sweep of the Calgary Flames? This would be ludicrous. Up 3-0 with 5 minutes left. Saul Bentley, are you finally awake? Yes, you are. 28 save shutout from Saul Bentley, 2 goals from the captain Duke Silver, 2 assists from Ellis Anderson, and we are headed to Game 7. Flyers and Hurricanes are going to 7, Predators and Kings are going to 7, and we're going to 7. Boys, we fought back from down 3-0. We have to take this. Show me that you want to finish the job tonight, boys. Game 7, round 2, would be like the 5th team in NHL history to pull off the reverse sweep here, and not, barring any other teams that might have done it in the simulation. First period, 2-1 Huskies. Okay, Duke Silver, team on his back, scores both of our goals. Draisaitl scores for Calgary. He's getting old. He wants Calgary to get a cup. Second period, 4-2. Engvall scores for Calgary, but then Reed Pitton and Ellis Anderson scores him. He scores on the power play. We are doubling their shots, close to tripling their shots. 31-13, and we're up 4-2. Jesper Bratt scores on the power play. Another power play for Calgary. We kill it off. Duke Silver with the hat trick reestablishes the lead. Pushor scores. We only lead 5-4 now, outshooting Calgary 35-20. 5-4. It's a tight lead. Power play Huskies. Power play Huskies is killed off. Can we hang on? Someone please put it away. Duke Silver. Oh my goodness, he scored 4 goals. Pushor, 30 seconds left. And we are through to the conference finals for the 4th straight season, I believe. We lost, we won, and now we're back. 4th straight conference finals. Oh my goodness, 5 goals on 23 shots. Thank goodness we scored that many goals. Duke Silver with 4 goals. The team on his back. Pushor somehow 5-point night from him. 2 goals, 3 assists. Ezra Pittis on the first line is waking up finally with 3 assists. We just pulled off the reverse sweep, boys. You thought the episode was over a while ago? Think again. And we are facing the LA Kings. We've never faced the Kings in the playoffs. They have always been one of the worst teams in the league. And the LA Kings, we have to thank LA for a lot. If it were not for the LA Kings, they would not have traded us Ezra Pittis. They drafted him first overall, and then we traded Max Domi in a bag of pucks, and they took him. Damian Anthony, he was drafted by us, but the second overall pick was LA's, and we got that for, I don't know, what did we get it for? I don't know if I don't know who Morgan Riley was traded for and who Max Domi was traded for, but we traded pretty much Max Domi and Morgan Riley for Ezra Pittis and Damian Anthony. So, wow, let's take a quick pause here. I need to get a drink of water. Let's check out our point totals, and let's check out the Kings Lions. Duke Silver has 14 goals and 20 points through 14 games. Ellis Anderson 17, Pitton and Wong with 12 points each, Pellick and Pittis with 11, Tolvanen 8, Anthony 7, Binnington 5, which is pretty good. Going down the line here, everyone's here. Here's Jordan Robertson, 3 points in 14 games. Kopp has 3 points and is a +2. Kyle Wood, just look at that beautiful face. 3 points +6 through 9 games. It doesn't get better than that. It really, really doesn't. Menino. His name's Fred, right? Yeah, Fred Menino. In the goalies now. So Bentley is our starter, not really by choice, but he's 6-4-0, 1 shutout, 883 save percentage, 3.63 goals against. He turned it around in the last few games. Last game wasn't great there when we let in 5 goals, but he is turning it around. And we are somehow still alive. Going to the LA Kings, looking at their points. Do they still have Domi? Domi, there he is. 10 points in 12 games. 81 overall, 36 years old. He's been on LA now for 4 seasons. He had great years with us, 70-plus point years. But he has not really done more than 54 this past season. And it's their first time in the playoffs, his first time in the playoffs since 27 with us. So Max Domi is still an LA King. Alexis Lafreniere is there, and Morgan Rielly is not there. So I think he got traded because I remember seeing him on the trade block. But let's check out their lines. So the LA Kings first line: Alexis Lafreniere, Barrett Hayton, and Alex DeBrincat. Very solid first line, especially in 2020 knowledge. Like if this was my first line in 2031, I'd be pretty happy. So they have that. They have Koraliuk, Matthew Savoie, and Quinn Shannon, 2 created players between one not player yet to come to the NHL. Max Domi is the third line center with Riley Playfair and Jan Chikart. And fourth line, Ross Englund, Sasha Chmlevsky, and Evan Kovalchuk, the distant godson of Ilya Kovalchuk. On defense, they have Sergachev, which is great, but after that, it falls off a cliff, as 5 of their 6 defensemen are 80 overall or less over here. So not too great aside from Sergachev, who has 8 points in 12 games. Between the pipes, they have a good goalie in Bo Porter, 83 overall, somehow plays super well. He had a record of 35-24 and 8 this past season. He's 7-3-1 this year. In the playoffs, backed up by Linus Soderstrom. No big scratches. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is like their first time in the playoffs in years, right? Yeah, it has to be, because Max Domi would have had the playoff experience. So this is their first time in the playoffs, I think, of this entire franchise mode, to be honest. And here they are in the conference finals. Alexis Lafreniere, let me see. Yeah, so they have not made the playoffs, okay, since 2022-2023. So it's been 8 years since the LA Kings have made the playoffs. Not the first time, but it's been 8 years. And they are our geographical rivals, our divisional rivals. We barely squeaked out of the first round. We barely squeaked out of the second round. It is Hurricanes and Devils in the East, Huskies and Kings in the West. Let's kick it off. Round 3, Game 1 at home. Let's do it. First period, 1-1 game. Wong, his first goal of the playoffs, and Quinn Shannon. Second period here, 2-2, Duke Silver and Evan Kovalchuk. Duke Silver, man, 15 goals in 15 games for the saxophone man himself. Shots are 25-20 in our favor halfway through the third period in Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, the 4th straight year that we have found ourselves making it at least to the third round. 2-2 game going deep here. Oh my goodness, forget overtime. I hope that you did not park the car too far, because this one's over. 1 minute and 1 second left. Skylar Pelech on the 36th shot, or 35th, whatever shot of the night, gets us the game-winning goal. Wow, 3 assists from Ellis Anderson as well. We had a goal per period, and we take Game 1 3-2. No overtime needed. Thank goodness. That saves me from having to go in and watch some abysmal AI having to bounce the puck around. Let's keep the good times rolling. Game 2 with a 1-0 series lead. First period, 1-0 Huskies, Ezra Pittis. Second period, 3-0. Ellis Anderson and Eli Tolvanen. Our big guns are really our only guns in this entire playoffs of 2031. We haven't gotten much depth scoring, except from Kyle Wood, of course, but it's really the top 6 and Ellis Anderson who's coming through. I don't think Quinn Hughes has even scored in any game yet. But either way, 5 minutes left. It looks like we're going to take this game at the very least. 4-0 as Andrew Kopp adds another one. And it will be a shutout for Saul Bentley. Wow, I got to give it to him. A 25 save performance. Eli Tolvanen a goal and an assist. Ezra Pittis with a goal. And we are up 2-0 in this series. Something that we have not been able to say in a while, that's for sure. So actually, Beck is probably going to be back by within the next couple games. Devils are up 2-0 in their series. Bentley, if he wants to keep that starting job, he has to keep up the good performances. He's only let in 2 goals the last 2 games. Very impressive. So game 3, round 3, let's just keep it up. Andrew Kopp, man, what a great fourth liner. Better than Gambrel, sadly, but DeBrincat ties it up. First period ends 2-1 Kings, Nichushkin and DeBrincat. Second period, 5-3 Kings, Chmelevski, Shannon, and Hayton for them. Damian Anthony and Reed Pitton for us. We're outshooting them 23-20, but we're down by 2 here in the third. Come on, boys, let's get something going. Bentley, you need to be a brick wall from here on out. Eli Tolvanen brings us within 1 with our 4th goal, and there we go. Damian Anthony, his 2nd of the night, ties this game up at 5 halfway through the 3rd period. Shots are 35-26 in our favor. Let's go. Let's get another one. We don't want overtime. Power play Kings. We kill it off. But if we have to go to overtime, we will go to overtime. 5-5 is the score. Game 3 here in LA, a goal for us puts us up 3-0 and gives us a stranglehold on this series. A goal for the Kings will put them back into the series, and our lead will be cut 2-1. Lafreniere to Hayton. How about that for a goal? Terrible positioning from Bentley. When the player is that far out, you cannot leave a side of the net that open. That was a disgusting goal early in overtime. 6 goals on 30 shots against Bentley. That was just shameful. Look at this. Look at this. He's from the middle of he's shooting from the middle. How do you leave? Look at this. Look at all the space. You can fly a 747 through there. All the open space. Wide open blocker side. I can't even give credit to Hayton, I don't think. That was just terrible from Bentley. Absolutely shameful positioning. And this series is now 2-1 as the Kings have some life. So Stephen Beck is back to the lineup. I think he's still injured, unfortunately. That's with a neck strain or whatever. I really don't want to risk putting him back in too fast and getting him injured longer term because I want him to be playing instead of Bentley eventually. So I'm going to keep him as the backup role. Bentley's up to an 86 somehow with those terrible numbers. So I'm just going to do that at least for this next game. So game 4 at Staples Center here in LA. Up 2-1 in this series. Let's make it 3. Beck is backing up Bentley, so hopefully he can be our starter next game if he's fully healed. Let's hit it. First period, 2-1 Huskies. All right, Kyle Wood, yes, Kyle Wood. Oh my goodness, Kyle Wood. There are so many jerseys right now for Kyle Wood being sold in Honolulu. You can't keep them on the shelves. And Duke Silver, of course, scoring another one for himself. 2-1 is our lead, outshooting 14-5. Second period, 3-1. Reed Pitton gets that one. We're up by 2. Power play Kings, we kill it off. We're outshooting the Kings 26-16 at the moment, with a 2-goal lead. As I've always said, most dangerous lead in hockey, but Mats Lindback makes it a 3-goal lead, which is a bit more comfortable. 4-1 is the score with just 5 minutes to go. I think we have this one in the bag, boys, as we will go up 3-1 in this series, and we are 1 win away from a 3rd consecutive Stanley Cup Finals. 1 goal for Silver, 2 assists from Tolvanen, and of course, 1 goal for Kyle Wood. I don't even know what adjectives I can use to describe this man. I just have so much love for him. I wish you could see this video as well. But 25 points in 18 games for Duke Silver. I don't think Beck is back. I think it was the 17th that he's back, so I'm going to keep him out. Let's finish it off at home. The Devils are waiting for us in the Cup Finals as they swept the Hurricanes. Let's do it. First period, 2-0 Huskies. Silver and Pitton, shorthanded from Silver. Second period stays 2-0. Shots are 23-21. Lafreniere on the first shot of the period brings the Kings within 1. Alexis Lafreniere, he wants some success after spending so many abysmal years in LA. Ellis Anderson on the power play puts us up by 2, and Ezra Pittis puts us up by 3 now. Power play once again killed off by the Kings there. We have 4 goals on 35 shots. Kings with 1 on 25. But that'll be it, boys. What a playoffs run this has been as we crawl our way into the Stanley Cup Finals. 1 goal, 3 assists for Silver. Goal and 2 assists for Anderson. Bentley, hey, 24 saves from him. I don't know if it's enough to make me roll with him in the Stanley Cup Finals. I don't know how we're here. We are very lucky. We barely squeaked out of the first round in 7 games. We reverse swept the Flames in the second round. We destroyed the Kings, though, in 5 games in the third round. And now we're taking on the New Jersey Devils in the Stanley Cup Finals, a very strong hockey team. So let's just recap our points once again. Duke Silver, 29 points in 19 games, 17 goals. Anderson, 25. Wong, 18. Pitton, 16. Great pickup. Tolvanen, Pittis, 15. Pelech, 14. Where is Robertson? Robertson, man, look at this. Robertson, you're a sniper with 5-star shooting. Kyle Wood, who's a 35-year-old defensive defenseman, 77 overall, with 2-star puck skills, has more points in 5 less games. Sorry, as many points and 2 more goals. Come on. 4 points plus 8. I love Kyle Wood so much, man. Will O'Reilly's been shameful as well. 1 assist plus 2. Now, Bentley. 10-4-1, 2 shutouts, 894 save percentage, 3.03 goals against. I don't know. I want to give him the start in game 1, but it's such a slippery slope because New Jersey's a good hockey team, and I don't want to get shamed, and every game counts, so I don't know if I really want to run with Bentley. But let's look at the Devils' lines quickly. I know that, of course, they have Tony Klingenberg, they have Sebastian Aho, a very good hockey team, and Marcus Trigg, their first-line left wing, a 5th-round pick, wow, in 2024, 5th-round pick playmaker. He's 87 overall, medium elite potential. Okay, good for you. William Nylander, Klim Kostin, and Vitaly Kravtsov. Third line is Panarin, Rourke Chartier, and Jakub Vrana. They're all 35 years old. Timo Meier is still here. That's true. Timo Meier, 34 years old now. We traded Timo to New Jersey. We traded him to Winnipeg, but we traded him away like 7 years ago. We signed him from free agency, 22 points, -14 in 43 games. Yeah, we got rid of him. But anyways, Jakub Vrana is an original Honolulu Husky. We traded him to Philadelphia, was it? Yeah, Philadelphia, a long time ago. He was always pretty good, but not good enough, I guess, and he's been bouncing around since. And yeah, Sonny Milano, 35 years old. They have an old bottom 6. William Nylander's 35 as well. So they have a pretty old team. The Devils are not going to be able to last long. So 24 and 30 here, but then 33, 31, 32, 35, 35, 39, 35, 34, 29. Yeah, so a very old team that is coming to an end in New Jersey. On defense, Cale Fleury and Adam Fox, Brett Reed, Benjamin Gleason, Skylar Jonas. And that's a cool name. I'd name the Jonas Brothers should name their kids that. And Vlachchev Nichushkin. So once again, after Adam Fox, it falls off a cliff. Cale Fleury's decent, but their bottom 4 defense are all between 77 and 80, which is not optimal. In nets, they have Ilya Shesterkin, yes, 35 years old, 84 overall, still puts up great numbers. That's probably a big reason why they are here. They have one injury, but Damon Severson's here. He's 36 years old, an original Devil who finds himself back on his team in a fantasy draft franchise mode. But, oh boy, 20 points in 15 games for Aho. Klingenberg, 95 overall, one of the created players in this franchise mode. Also 21 points in 15 games. He is a monster. 99 for both shooting accuracy, 99 passing. He finds tape from section 228 of the arena. So, boys, what a journey it has been for both teams. It has been tough for us. I think it's been more of a nicer walk in the park for the Devils. Yeah, they beat the Sabres in 6, they beat the Leafs in 5, then they beat the Hurricanes in 4. The Leafs who swept the Bruins, and the Hurricanes that beat the Capitals in 5. So it is a good matchup. 2 of the best teams in the NHL are facing off for the Stanley Cup, as it should be. In the Eastern Conference, they were third best. No, in the Eastern Conference, they were 5th best, really. It was a stacked Eastern Conference, but they had 47 wins. They are a good team, and we are ready to try and get our 3rd straight Stanley Cup. What a run it's been. What a long episode it's been. I hope you're following along. I hope you have a nice snack for yourself. Game 1, Stanley Cup Finals, Skylar Pelech, first shot of the game. We've been here before. The boys know how to do it. Let's just get it done. First period of the Stanley Cup Finals here in 2031. It is 2-1 Huskies. Pelech and Anthony Vrana scores against us. Second period, 2-2 game as Kravtsov scores. 2-2, shots 29-13 in our favor. Duke Silver on the power play, but then Jakub Vrana comes right back with his second of the night. Power play Devils and Kravtsov. Only Kravtsov and Vrana scoring. Duke Silver with his second of the period, his second of the 4-minute period. And Will O'Reilly, he's alive. I thought he was dead. Will O'Reilly, his first goal as his first career playoff goal, I think, unless it's just his first as a Husky. But will that be the GWG, final seconds of a power play? Yes, it will. 5-4 Huskies, thanks to Will O'Reilly. 1 goal, 2 assists for Pelech, 2 goals for Silver, 2 goals for Verana, and we take game 1 by a score of 5-4. Those 4 goals were pretty shameful, to be honest. I think in game 2, I want to go to Steven Beck. Let me check these numbers one more time. Bentley, 891 save percentage. I want to try out Beck. Maybe it won't work out, but I at least want to give him that shot. So game 2 at Diamond Head Arena, 31 points in 20 games for Duke Silver, the definition of a playoff performer. Let's do it. Let's take both at home and give our fans some nice big smiles. First period, 1-0 Devils. Welcome back from your neck strain or whatever that was. I think it was a neck strain. Steven Beck. Second period, 3-2 Devils. Meyer and Verana. The old Huskies are coming back to haunt us, but Binnington and Silver score for us. We're only down 3-2. We're out shooting the Devils 27-22. We just need one to tie it up, and there it is. Skylar Pelech, first shot of the period. Power play Huskies, and there he is. Skylar. You're a deity. I love you, Skylar. 3 goals in 3 minutes, 2 of them on the power play, and then Ezra Pittis. 4 goals. Damian Anthony. Keep it rolling, boys. Keep it rolling. The truck beep. Beep, we're backing up. Just load up the goals onto the truck, and I'm just going to hit the 440 at 185 kilometers per hour. 7-3 Huskies, boys. What a win. With 5 goals in the third period. A hat trick in like 3 minutes from Skylar Pelech. Wow! 4 assists from Reed Pitton and 4 assists from Eli Tolvanen. They were just dishing the apples today. They had their dishwashing gloves on. They had just come straight from apple picking, and they were ready to just give it away. 7-3 Huskies. What an absolute dominant win that was. Beck's faltered a little bit in the first couple periods, but I think that was a strong enough performance to keep him in. Oh my goodness, my brain is fried after that one. At Prudential Center, boys, can we go up 3-0 in this series? That would be so huge, so huge. Can we go up 3-0 in this series? Let me see who can carry over some success from last game to this game. Skylar Pelech, you are a legend, my friend. So glad that you're here. Let's go. Thank you, Arizona, once again, for Jonathan Drouin and a bag of pucks. First period, 2-0 Devils. 2 goals on 6 shots. Second period, okay. Reed Pitton scores twice. Ellis Anderson, Joaquin Binnington. Let's go. You think Joaquin Phoenix was good to get the Oscar? Joaquin Binnington is even better. 4-2 Huskies. We're out shooting them 29-14. We have a 2-goal lead. Let's keep up, boys. Let's keep up. Cole Perfetti. The backup's in. Tierney was also in last game, I forgot to mention. Oh my goodness. The goals are just flowing. Another, oh, I can't even keep up. Kravtsov scores for the Devils, but then Pittis, Anthony, Pitton, and it just keeps on coming. 8-3 Huskies. Let's just end it. 8 goals on 46 shots. What a night. 1 goal, 3 assists for Anderson. A hat-trick for Reed Pitton. I love this man. And Ezra Pittis, 1 goal and 3 assists. Jordan Robertson, you're probably gone next season. But Pitton, what a pickup he was. He's on such a good contract as well. I love that man. Only guys not get points, of course, not surprised. Robertson, who was somehow a -1. O'Reilly, Wood was a +2. He played almost 20 minutes. Oh no. Pelech only played 22 seconds. That means he's injured. Hopefully he's back, though. Hopefully he's back. Let's see. Please, please, please. And sore knee, out until June 4th. What day is it today? I don't know. But either way, we have to fix the lineup. I think it's a pretty simple fix. Anthony goes to the second line. I think Binnington should get the honor of going to the third line. He's had a good postseason. Kopp can stay at center. Kozevnikov can stay on the wing. And Dylan Gambrell will get to come back into the lineup, and he will play wing since Kopp is the center there. So let's fix up just the special teams. All right, that's all fixed. Boys, what a crazy, crazy Stanley Cup Finals. 5 goals for, 7 goals for, 8 goals for. Are we going to sweep the New Jersey Devils here in the Stanley Cup Final after barely making it out of the first and second round? Let's see if we can do it, boys. In New Jersey, at Prudential Center, for a 3rd straight Stanley Cup. These haven't been dominant wins. These have been roller coaster rides full of micromanaging. So if we can get a 3rd straight cup, man, I am very proud of this team. And all of you for your help as well. First period, 2-1 Huskies, Perfetti and Pittis. Second period, 3-2. Pittis scores his second of the night. Tony Klingenberg gets his first of the series, I think, past Beck. Shots only 17-13. Oh my goodness, Will O'Reilly puts us up by 2. Will O'Reilly's the one to do it. Power play Huskies. Tony Klingenberg, shorthanded goal. 5-on-3 power play, come on. Oh my goodness, can't capitalize. Power play Devils that we kill off. We're up 4-3. Power play. Oh my goodness, Reed Pitt, and that may be enough. That may just be enough from Reed Pitt, and we're up by 2. 4 minutes left. Let's slow it down. Oh my goodness. We're headed. Let's hop in. Oh wow, they scored. 5-4 game. It is a 5-4 game heading into the final 20 seconds. The Devils are fighting back. 26 seconds left. We are up 5-4. Can we hang on for the sweep? The Stanley Cup sweep. We had the second round reverse sweep of the Flames. Can we have the Stanley Cup sweep? I don't know when the last time another team did that. I'll check later. If we get it, oh my goodness. Do you believe in miracles? Because that's what this playoff run has been. Final attack for the Devils. It's over. The Honolulu Huskies, for the 3rd straight season, are Stanley Cup champions. What an absolutely crazy road it has been. We are 3-time, the three-peat Stanley Cup champions. No thanks to Jason Robertson and Will O'Reilly or whatever. We did it. The core came together. Great pickup in Reed Pitt. And look at that bald beauty right there. Sebastian Aho, King, captain of the Devils. Bentley, Lindback, Menino, Kyle Wood gets his second Stanley, or I guess his 3rd Stanley Cup ring technically, but second that he's really a part of. I love Kyle Wood so much. He was great with Quinn Hughes. And maybe I play him full-time next season if he doesn't retire. He's 35 years old. Duke Silver has to get the Conn Smythe as captain. What an absolutely ludicrous, crazy run he pulled off. Panarin also about to retire as well. Duke Silver, the definition of a playoff performer. The 78 overall goaltender comes back from injury, and we take out the Devils. What a series. Now I'll give it over to Gary Bettman. Well, hello, New Jersey! Boo! This year, the honor of the Conn Smythe Trophy goes to the captain, Duke Silver. Duke, the honor is yours. Comes over, Conn Smythe. Look at that mustache. Captain of the Huskies. What a deserved award for him. I'll throw it back to Gary. The Stanley Cup is the hardest trophy in all of sports to receive. And for the 3rd straight year, the Huskies have done it. Boo. He's smiling. There's Damian Palmieri. It is my honor to bestow the Stanley Cup this year to the captain of the Huskies, Duke Silver. Duke, come on back up. Skates over. Big handshake with Gary. And for the first time as captain, Duke Silver, for the Honolulu Huskies, raises the Stanley Cup. It doesn't get more beautiful than that. He was our drafted player. There were 16 created players in this franchise mode. Who's going to give it to? Number 2, Queen Bennington. You forget the Oscars. Give him the Stanley Cup. Queen Bennington. Oh, man, the rookie gets it right away. So, as I was saying, well, first, let's see who gets it next. Number 36. Who's number 36? Oh, yes! Kyle Wood, yes! Take your pictures! Send him out for another run! Kyle. The fans in New Jersey even. Kyle Wood. They're going berserk for Kyle Wood. Oh, yes, I love it so much. If anyone deserves the Stanley Cup, it's Kyle Wood. I'm so glad that for once the animation gives it to someone who deserves it. An extended run for Kyle Wood. And then here's the rookie, Steven Beck. He started off the season as the starter in San Diego, and he ends off as the starter for the Stanley Cup championship team. The pseudo-starter, I guess you could call it. Anyways, boys, 3 straight Stanley Cups. There's Damian Palmieri, the coach who's been here through it all. Get your cameras, get your screenshots, and take a picture. It'll last a lifetime. What a series, boys. As I was saying, Duke Silver, the only original Honolulu Husky left. In this series, there were 16 created players, all 18 years old with medium franchise potential. They're now all 30 years old. In the fantasy draft, our first pick was Mikko Rantanen. In the second round, there were 15 of the 16 were selected. There was only one left, and it was Duke Silver, and I'm so glad that it was. 33 points for Ellis Anderson cannot be overlooked. Reed Pitton's 25 points in 23 games can certainly not be overlooked on the second line. Trevor Wong, 25 and 23 with 1 goal and 24 assists, the catalyst that makes it all happen. Pittis and Tolvanen with 22, Pelech with 20, Damian Anthony 15, Perfetti 12. Definitely some changes to make in the offseason. Robertson 6 and 23. Andrew Kopp came in, 5 points in 17 games. He got his Stanley Cup. Kyle Wood, 4 points plus 10 in 18 games. Will O'Reilly, Menino, all these guys. Gambrel was a -4 in 7 games. Steven Beck, 6-2-1, 1 shutout, .899 save percentage, 2.87 goals against. Bentley was turning it around, and he's at an 86 now, but we'll see next season what the goalie situation is like. Oh my goodness. I'm going to start simulating to next season, update all the scouts, and I will see you at the retirements. So the Huskies win the Stanley Cup for the 3rd straight year. Utica Comets, the Vancouver Canucks AHL affiliate, win the Calder Cup. Dallas wins the draft lottery going from 4-1, Columbus 6-2, Detroit 5-3. Vegas unfortunately had an abysmal and shameful year. They dropped from 1-4, so that definitely has to hurt. Pulling on Detroit, having a sub 20 win season. I think they had 21 wins and dropping from 4-1. Player retirement now. Let's see who retires. Of course, guys like Patrick Kane and Artemi Panarin. But let's see. I need to see right away on Honolulu. Did Kyle Wood call it a career after back-to-back Stanley Cup champions? He did not. So Andrew Kopp does retire, though, going out a Stanley Cup champion. He came in as depth here, drafted in 2013. He came in as depth, and he got to play a lot of playoff time at the age of 36, and he goes out a Stanley Cup champion. But Kyle Wood is back for another ride, boys. Anyways, Patrick Kane at the age of 42 goes out with the Bruins, 1,771 points, 732 goals. What a career for him. Panarin over at 1,100 points. Goudreau over 1,000 points. Morgan Riley went out with the Blues. That's right, 857 points. He played 3 seasons with us, I believe. A lot of big names that you can see as we go down the list here. Bjorkstrand, a tough career for some of these guys. They just don't simulate well. Hampus Lindholm, Darnell Nurse, etc., etc. We'll go to the goalies here. David Riddick at the age of 38, Peter Marachik at the age of 39, Jonas Korpisalo, Linus Ullmark calls it a career as well, Ville Husso, Oscar Dansk. A lot of big boys, a lot of legends that never really made it. But yeah, 383 wins for Riddick, 40 shots. Not a big class of retiring goalies, I would say, but for the forwards, it definitely is. For Honolulu, Jean Gaucher retires. Not sure who that was. Not our head coach, at least. And in San Diego, no one retires there. So that'll just be one coaching position to fill. I believe we have to re-sign Damian Palmieri, who is a monstrous coach. I'm so happy that we got him. He was like a C-rated coach. We signed him. He's an A-rated coach. In his entire career, he is now 240, 67, and 21. So through 4 seasons, I think, 4 seasons of play, he has a 76.4% winning percentage, 3 Stanley Cups, 4 President's Trophies. Doesn't get better than that, but no Jack Adams, of course, because why would that make any sense? Now we're at the draft, so we got to figure out what are we going to do this offseason. Personally, when I look at the contracts, we have the money, and I think it's time to, well, not time to, it's not like it's been a long time, but I definitely want to part ways from Jordan Robertson. He did not have a good season. He's up to an 87 overall, so he definitely has a lot of trade value. I don't think he fits on the team. We have too many good players. So I want to get him out of here. Pitton can fill in. I don't want Robertson and Pitton and everyone fighting for time. But it depends on Damian Anthony here. Damian Anthony, he wants, $8 million. He never wanted the extension. So I was never able to do the 85% trick because he didn't want the extension. I'm gonna have to qualify him and wait and see what happens. I might qualify and trade Damian Anthony. I don't know, because if I did do that, then moving up to the second line maybe could be Reed Pitton here, who's making $2.385 million for the next like 3 seasons after this one, which would be great. Either way, we have $5.9 million of extension dollars after everyone's contracts are up. We'll have $10 million. So we have $10 million total dollars to re-sign pretty much just Damian Anthony. For goalies, there's no one. So yeah, we have a lot of money. We could go out and make a move perhaps. Maybe we trade Damian Anthony and or Jordan Robertson. We get a new bona fide second liner, or Pitton and or Robertson move up to the Pitton or Robertson move up to the second line. We trade for a really good third liner. There's a lot of different permutations that we could try. Maybe we try to get better defense. Anderson and Hughes are great. Anderson and Lindback are forever the top pair pretty much. Hughes on the second pair. Does he stay with Menino? I think I'm going to trade Will O'Reilly as well. And of course, Kyle Wood. Maybe he gets a full-time spot next season. I don't know. Going in the system here. Kyle Wood, 77 overall, 35 years old. So there's a lot of questions all in that category, as well as the starting goalie. Do we go Bentley Beck? I don't know. Almquist is in the system. We have a lot of people wanting to grow in the system. Zetterberg, Valentenko is never going to get there, unfortunately. But yeah, unsigned. Sutter's going to get signed. Those are our questions for right now. What do we do with the second and third line? What do we do with Robertson? What do we do with O'Reilly? What do we do with the goalies? Those are the questions for all of you moving into next episode. For the progress reports, not much to say in the NHL. Robertson up to an 87, like I mentioned. Pitton 85. Morozov's at a 79. He could be a fourth liner next season. He is listed as a fourth liner. Going to look at in the system, a lot of good growth from some of these guys in the juniors or whatever. Parker Martinez up to a 63. Radulov 66. Cyrus Correa at a 61. Jalen Rabbit at a 65. Jesus Sawchuk 76. He has a lot of trade value. So should I trade some of these guys with trade value maybe, or do I see if they can grow? Maybe a guy like Jesus Sawchuk should be moved at 23 years old, but I don't know. Parker Martinez or Stefan Nylander. Lots of decisions for all of you. I can't look at the trade blocks, but just I need suggestions in general of what you think we should go after, because we do have our first and second round pick. We have no first or second round picks from other teams, I don't believe. No, it's Dallas's. Yeah, it's true. We don't have our second. So we have a late first and an early second round pick when it comes to the draft. The draft class looks like this, pretty average with the elites up here. A very good playmaking center, Dmitrius Dubinsky, similar to Nicholas Backstrom. He's going to go first overall. There's a lot of good people that we could go for if we were to trade up. If we picked at our pick at 31, it would be someone in this area, and then our next pick would be someone in this area. There's a lot of elite goalies as well in this draft. Maybe I go for one of those goalies to try and stock up. It's a good year for goalies from Russia, especially. If you go look at Russian goalies, look at the potential from a lot of them here. There's three of them with medium elite potential. Well, 2 of them really with 3 bars medium elite. Some of them have changed over time, but at one point I think it was 4 or 5 with elite potential. But our scouting has found out that it's AHL starter, backup starter, whatever. But anyways, good year for goalies. I might try and go after one of them. Guy Supre, perhaps. Concerning the awards, as we already know, Honolulu Huskies 3-time Stanley Cup champions, 6-time President's Trophy champions as it goes off the screen, 3 straight Stanley Cup final appearances, and in the East, it's been pretty focused in the upper eastern corner of the U.S. with New Jersey, Philadelphia, and New York getting 5 straight Stanley Cup final appearances there. In the individual awards, we already knew that Duke Silver took home the Art Ross Trophy with 109 points this season. Did he also win the Hart? Yes, he did. A Hart Trophy campaign for Duke Silver. I think it's his second. I know that Pelech won it there in 27-28, but I'm not sure if Silver won it before that. He may have. James Norris for, I don't know if that's 5 or 6 now straight for Ellis Anderson. He is turning into kind of like a Cale Makar type record that we had in the Anaheim franchise mode, where he won 15 consecutive James Norris trophies. We're only at a third of the way there with 5 or 6 from Ellis Anderson, but still great to see him dominating the James Norris Trophy winnings. Lady Byng goes to Pettersson, Calder to Meir, Conn Smythe to Duke Silver, Vezina goes to Mackenzie Blackwood. Really, that's a weird one. if he won the Vezina, if he knew that he was going to win the Vezina in 2031 today in 2020, he would be dancing in the streets, because by 2031, I don't know if he'll even be in the NHL. Jennings goes to Hellebuck, the 80 overall, who still hasn't retired. Masterton to Haig. Jack Adams to Holtby, the coach of the Bruins. Still, Damian Palmieri has yet to win a Jack Adams. Selke goes to Pettersson. Ted Lindsay goes to Duke Silver. You love to see that. And Maurice Richard goes to Johnny Beats. So Ted Lindsay, Art Ross, Hart Memorial all going to Duke Silver. James Norris going to Ellis Anderson. Any awards in San Diego? Ryan Paling, who was our fourth line center last year. Any awards for us in San Diego? No, none there. Anyways, boys, 3-time Stanley Cup champions, back to back to back. We pulled off the three-peat. We have a lot of decisions moving into next season, as always. So please let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you're going to do with your day with the cup. I've already done beach volleyball with it on the beaches of Honolulu. I think I'm going to go parasailing with the cup this time. So let me know what you're going to do with your day with the cup. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Putting out lots of NHL, FIFA, and SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom rehydrated content. I'll take a few days off of NHL to hear all of your thoughts, but I hope that you enjoyed this crazy roller coaster of a run. We are three-peat Stanley Cup champions in Honolulu. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I will see you in the next one.